Good morning and welcome. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum. Here with some words of wisdom. Give us some things to ponder about today. Got my 80s hair rocking today. Not sure what happened there. Whatever. So we'll give it a minute as you all begin to show up and find me. And then we got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Again, I want to remind you, good morning, Nancy. Welcome. You're the first one popping on today. Glad you are here. Want to remind everybody that this coming Sunday is our online coffee group again at 7 a.m. Central Time. Good morning, Joe Neal. You're back. Hope you're feeling better. So we'll do our coffee group this coming Sunday. And if you're not already on, I'm glad you're alive. That is a good thing. If you're not already on my list, let me know. Just send me a private message that you, good morning, Angie, welcome, that you'd be interested in joining us this coming Sunday. Good morning, Catherine, welcome. And I'll add you to the list. I need your email address to send you the Zoom link. Good morning, Ruth Ann, welcome from the West Coast. Glad you are here. Welcome. We almost feel like the West Coast the last couple of days. We made it into the mid-50s yesterday in February. In Wisconsin. That was bizarre. I don't think it's supposed to get quite as warm today, but the snow is taking a hit. Yay! I know some people are sad about that, but I'm not. Bye, snow. Good morning, Gwen. Welcome. Good morning to anybody I missed as I was yakking here. We have a reading today from Tosha Silver, Outrageous Openness. We haven't seen her in a while, so she's popping back up to send us a message. And I woke up after this bizarre dream this morning. It was just all these strange pieces. A dog swinging open and showing me a dachshund laying on a bed that just kind of looked at me. Trying to get a bunch of junk into my car so I could go to work. Chatting with some people who felt like I needed to be more present in the neighborhood, and offered me a beer, and we'd stand in the road and talk to people. It was a weird dream. It was just a weird dream. So we have Tosha today, which some would consider a strange book, which it is a strange book, but it's that lighthearted, don't take yourself too seriously kind of a book. Perfect for today. Yes, outrageous openness, letting the divine take the lead. And I took a little liberty with adjusting our title for today because I felt like the title of the chapter, which is The Mortgage Meltdown, might not really speak to a whole lot of people about what the gist of that chapter is, which is basically opening yourself to divine right timing and divine right order, which I think is a useful thing to talk about today because I think many people are getting weary of the BS going on in our world. And good morning, Carolyn, welcome. And really wanting some relief, some direction, some mitigation of the upheaval and the tilting at windmills and pitching left and right and all of that stuff. Good morning, Mel, welcome. And this kind of helps us accommodate divine right timing and divine right order. And there are quite a few people who are already talking about feeling in the ether that there is resolution coming. Probably messy, but still resolution nonetheless. And it's kind of like spring cleaning, when everything gets torn up in your house so that you can do a deep clean, and then you put stuff back. But it's better than what it was, right? So let's check out our chapter. First, let's breathe a bit. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. Nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Drawing in wisdom, letting go of fear. Drawing in alignment with what is, letting go of yeah buts. drawing in perspective, much bigger perspective. Letting go of the myopic, there's only one way view. All right, so opening up your intuitive ear to hear, opening up your intuitive eyes to see, calling in that which supports you. Might be God, might be spirit, might be universe, might be angels, might be ancestors, whatever supports you. Might be just wisdom, might be Kuan Yin, whatever it is, Divine Mother, yes, whatever comes in. So listen to the parable, I'm going to call it a parable, and glean from it what you're meant to glean. And she starts this chapter with Psalm 55. Cast thy burden upon the Lord. So turn it over. Use your God jar. Where'd my God jar go? Way up here. That's actually a good... I'm going to put some more stuff in my God jar today. Turn it over. I'm going to add it to my little sentinel row here. I've got all of my rocks out. I got to show you the key. Remember all the cards that we have coming up lately with the key sitting right there and the person with their head in their hands who, as they're grieving or despondent or whatever they are, don't see that the key's right beside them. Here it is. So it's been sitting here waiting to unlock whatever it's meant to unlock. So this chapter is called The Mortgage Meltdown, but hear the story as a parable. Don't be too literal with it, okay? My friend Lori rents an apartment in San Francisco and also owned a home in Northern California. As the economy began to spiral, she started emailing me frantically about selling her house. First question, is frantic a good approach? No. She took the same desperate approach to her finances as many people do. I was talking to someone yesterday who was in that desperate place around finances and life in general. Desperate will not serve you. Every day she figured her chances of selling got worse as the recession deepened. As she saw the value of her investment decline, she descended into increasing panic. Each time she checked the numbers on Zillow, she needed a Xanax. This is not a good approach. We already can feel that, right? This energy is not going to get her where she wants to go. Tosha suggested she not imbibe the general fear and scarcity of the culture and keep her energy anchored in the divine as her source. If she did, her place would sell if it was meant to, regardless of the current market. So here are the steps. Take a breath. Especially if there's something that you're wanting to put into effect now. I want to save more money. I want to get a different job. I want to sell my house. I want to move. I want to downsize. I want to upsize. I want to buy a new car. I want to whatever. I want to travel. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. Here's the steps. Good morning, Cheryl. Welcome. Glad you're here. Step 1, release a personal focus. Release a personal focus. Stop fixating on how much you will win or lose. Instead, invoke a situation where you, and in this case, a buyer, because this person wants to sell a house, but you and everyone else involved can win. There's no reason any of this can't be win, 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 right? Imagine the house as a source you have to offer for the good of all. A resource. So think in terms of resources. What do you have to offer a situation? What do others in the situation have to offer that situation as well? Think in terms of win, win, win. It does not have to be that dichotomy of win or lose. Okay? So release a personal focus is step 1. Step 2, call in divine order. Call in divine order. Affirm that the perfect new owner is already selected and will arrive easily. Know that you will receive the divinely appointed price from the right person at the right time. Imagining someone who will genuinely benefit. I've done that, in the past when I was moving things along their path, where I imagined who might be the person that this particular thing would suit the best. What kind of a person right here, right now, would be in the market for this thing. And then I kind of send the energetic tractor beam to that person that I've perceived in my mind. Sometimes the person who buys whatever it is looks kind of similar to who I imagined in my mind. Sometimes not. Sometimes not. Doesn't matter. The thing gets blessed on its way. So that's step 2, call in divine order. Step 3, install the divine as the true owner. I love this one. I love this one. I think this one is so helpful. And it would be so helpful with all the scarcity thinking we have going on right now. Basically, the gist of it, I'll give you my gist and then I'll read her words, is we are the temporary borrowers of whatever it is that we have. Our stuff is temporarily on loan to us from the divine. It's not ours. Native people have a real good sense of this. They're on particular land, many of them having been shoved off by the interlopers, but they view that land. They didn't deal so much with things like fencing and that kind of stuff. They cohabited with the land, and if they felt that it was time to move, they moved. The property that I owned in Rapid River, one of the elders in the area told me that the tribe would typically be down by the water during the summer, and then in the winter be located on the land where my property was, where I was borrowing land for a while. I just think that's such a cool way to look at it. It makes it so much less scarcity based. If I have more, you have less, blah, blah. So what she says for install the divine as the true owner, after all, where did the house come from in the first place? Did it ever truly belong to Lori? At least give God the credit and mentally return the home to the divine for resolution. So it's like you're putting it back into circulation energetically so that the next owner, temporary owner, can be chosen and brought forth. Last one, become detached. Become detached. Let go of any grasping for an outcome. Let go of any attachment to the place, or it will block resolution. I think many people have that problem, letting go of. I've never been all that attached to houses, even the house we built. I felt like it was a temporary dwelling place, basically, and that I was of a much greater, broader area, perspective. Where do I belong on this earth at this moment? Not, this is my house. So become detached. Detachment creates room for creation. If it's hard to detach, pray to be able to let go and receive the highest outcome. I am ready, willing, and able to receive the highest outcome for this circumstance. Imagine if we all did that with regard to what's going on in America right now. I am ready, willing, and able to receive the highest outcome for all. Ready, willing, and able to receive the highest outcome for all. All right. Know that one way or another, no matter how things currently look, God is your source and you are safe. The divine has the plan. Divine right timing, divine right order. Pick your words. Pick something. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Glad you're all here. Pick something that to you resonates with this concept of, I don't have to put a death grip on this thing. I don't have to choke to death the outcome I want. Open hand, soft hand. Receive, receive. This or something better. I love that one. This or something better. I have my limited human idea of what's the best outcome. However, the universe may have a much greater outcome in mind. Have you ever heard someone say that? Well, I was thinking it could be this good, but I had no idea it could be that great. And I love that many of your names are rolling again as you are watching. Like Nancy and Mel, I've seen your name, and Gwen, I've seen your name at least twice. We'll see if it rolls a third time. Again, to me that says there must be something really important here for you. So prick up your psychic ears and let's see what you get. Again, I'm going to read that last sentence. Know that one way or another, no matter how things currently look, God is your source and you are safe. All right. After Lori and I spoke, she felt a strong impulse to run a real estate post on Craigslist. Now, that probably wouldn't be your typical thing you would do, but she did. Every day she invoked divine order and affirmed that the perfect buyer was already selected. She also decided that if the universe wished for her to keep the house, the funds to do so would manifest. Okay, so universe, if my plan isn't the highest and best good, selling the house, and the highest and best good is I keep the house, send forth what I need in order to do so effectively and well. Let's see. She became totally detached, insisting that either way, the divine was in control and she would be fine. 2 months later, she sold on the spot. She sold the spot without a broker, through the one crummy online ad. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. That's a hoot. That's a great way to think about it. Many manifestations of Mel coming forth. Gotta love it. Through that one crummy online ad to a grateful couple with a new baby for precisely the amount of money she needed. Now, I will tell you, with selling the motel, that was one of those things where the universe is saying, okay, put it on the market, sell it. And I'm like, it's a motel. They don't sell fast at all. The buyers were provided. And would it have been anything I would have thought of? No, it was a couple from Tennessee, for God's sake. Fell in love with them, chatted them up, talked about what it was like to be an innkeeper. They were up there to buy a different property. Twice they tried to put in offers on properties, and something was dramatically wrong with the property. And here's Ruth Ann again. Glad you're here again. So again, the message, whatever the message is for you, I'm merely the messenger. Whatever comes in, comes out. I've been told that about me. You know, you're not much of a governor on your mouth. No, pretty much not. So it all unfolded. Divine right timing, divine right order. What I asked for a price. It's a good thing my mindset was this or something better, because it was an extra. How much extra was it? Tens of thousands of dollars. It was over my asking price. You know, so putting yourself in the mindset of, I'm turning whatever this is over to the universe, over to spirit, over for wiser energies to prevail. Divine right timing, divine right order, this or something better. Pick a mantra, pick an affirmation that assists you in moving it forward, moving it forward. So again, now that everybody's here, I'd like to remind you that this Sunday is our next online coffee group, our Zoom coffee group. Got the deal of the century. Fabulous. So your mindset was open to receiving the deal of the century. Fabulous. Fabulous. Use this often. Use this to benefit yourself and others. Again, come at it from that perspective of everybody wins here. So you got the deal of the century. Maybe the buyer, maybe the seller also got the deal of the century. Fabulous. Fabulous. Everybody can win. Doesn't have to be one or the other. Everybody can win. So Sunday, 7 a.m. Central Time, which would be 5 a.m. Pacific Time, and 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm so great with time zones, can you tell? Will be our 1 hour coffee group. We'll get together. Everybody brings their own beverage. We're all on Zoom, and we see what we come up with to talk about. One of the things we're going to talk about, though, is what's going to be the name of our group. This will be our second meeting. If you weren't on the first meeting and you'd like to be included, send me a private message with your email address, and I'll add you to the list. So that is it for today. Go forth and be free. Open yourself to receiving that which you're meant to receive. If you've got some stuff you're clinging to too tightly, put it in your God jar. Drop it off. Let the universe take care of it. Not your problem. Not your circus, not your monkeys, right? So I'm going to be adding some things to my God jar today. Have an awesome Wednesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are.